mysteriöse Gesang uns erwartet. Ja, welchen Gesang wird das denn sein? Gut. Geht da ein Loot?
Shilonen, good thing you're here. I'm wondering if I can...
Ähm, schläft sie?
Oh, the shelf on the left, second row down, first X on the right. That one's yours. And the garden hoe belongs to Ignal, and the hammer is Pakal's, so make sure you take the one that's yours.
I haven't even said why I'm here. But looks like you're about to head out for a break.
Yes, but I am going to take it right here. The temperature is just perfect today.
Really? But doesn't it feel a lot hotter than usual? I really don't want to stay out in this heat.
Exactly. In hot weather like this, customers don't tend to stick around and talk when they're coming to place orders or pick up the goods.
I see. Oh, here comes another customer. I'll just leave you to it then. And
Sure, sounds good to me.
Hey, Shilonen!
Was macht Paimon da?
Oh, traveler, Paimon! We meet again. Oh, you two seem to be in good spirits. How's your Pilgrim's Chronicle been? Run into any issues?
Und alles bestens.
Oh, good. It was also my first time receiving a Pilgrim's Chronicle, even though I've already turned it over to you. There are still a lot of things that could go wrong, so I wasn't sure if there'd be any issues.
Huh? So, what are the chances that something might still go wrong?
Well, less than the chances of Mualani accidentally falling off a spiritway, I'd say.
Oh, well, that definitely would never happen.
I found the Shilonen. Thanks a lot. By the way, Nitchka's birthday's coming up real soon. Are you planning to visit her?
I've prepared a gift, and was just getting ready to take it to her.
You're not planning on giving the kid a full set of pliers again, are you? Or, let me guess, woodworking tools?
Ich hätte auch gern so ein Set. Wo kann man denn das kaufen?
Oh, yeah, I make these myself, and it's a lot of work. But if you like a set, I can make some time and forge one for you.
Na dann.
Great! We often camp out in the wild, but a set of Shilonen's tools would make pitching a tent and starting a bonfire a whole lot easier.
Well, still, I won't be giving Nichka any tools this year. She wrote me a letter saying that she'd like a copy of To Kill the Brave. The book is not what you call a bestseller, but luckily, I have a few copies in my collection. They were really old editions that were published a long time ago, but they should still be readable.
Children her age love fairy tales. The last time I was at Thesoli's, I even brought Nechka. Wait. What did I bring her again? It must have been her favorite thing, but, what?
Oh, it is quite hot today. Seems you're about to pass out from the heat. Do you even remember your own name?
My memory can't be this bad. It's just these last few days. I've been forgetting things for some odd reason.
Was ist mit dir los?
Well, in that case, why don't you use the blaze gem inscription you have as a memo to engrave some important things to remember? After all, that inscription will never wear out, and it's easy to carry. I'd say that's quite a fitting use for it.
You do have a point, but my inscription is almost already full.
Hast du den Namen aller deiner Verwandten eingraviert?
No. I engraved some wishes on my blaze gem inscription. You know, just some dreams that I have for the future and things I'd like to accomplish one day. Even though Tassoli has said that from an aesthetic point of view, it would be best for people to keep their inscription short, this blaze gem inscription was still made by a name engraver, the forger of ancient names themselves. Everyone thinks that the inscription she made might have some wondrous powers. So, many people who bought Blaze Gem inscriptions engraved their wishes and dreams on them in hopes that they would come true.
Sounds kinda like a wish granter. But if you do that, won't everyone be able to see your wishes and dreams?
Hm, es könnte in der Tat etwas peinlich sein.
Don't worry. We usually ask Tlasoli to add the inscriptions for us. She has a unique method of engraving. With her method, the light must be at a certain angle in order to see the text. Without the right angle of lighting, the Blaze Gem inscription will just look like a pretty stone.
That's true. In the end, a Blaze Gem inscription is essentially just a piece of rock. It doesn't have the power to grant people's wishes. Making wishes to it is like shouting into an echoing valley. The only one who will answer is yourself. But using it as a journal for your wishes is also fine. Carrying them with you and taking a look from time to time can be a good source of encouragement. Well, as long as you don't suddenly change your mind and want to take your wishes back, that is. These things are extremely durable. It would take a lot of effort to change the words. And I don't think anyone would willingly part with it either. They're not cheap and very hard to get. If you ever lost it, you'd just be filled with regret. Still, it's really strange. Given Auntie's skill, how could it take so long for her to make one? Oh, well, I hope someone didn't give her an idea of making fewer and selling for more.
Ich weiß, wer dafür in Frage käme.
It's true. Chevin would totally have put that in her ear. Still, I don't think it's such a bad thing for Tlasoli to make some money by selling these. At least she and little Nachka are better off now, and won't have to worry about the cost of treating her illness anymore. I was really worried about their family at first, and was even planning to send them some... Huh? What was I planning to send to Nachka again? This memory of mine.
All right, if you stay out in the heat for any longer, I'm afraid even the inscription won't be able to save your memory. You should, go back. Yeah, get some rest.
Right. Right. Please give my regards to Tlasoli and Nachka. What's going on? Maybe I should go talk to Ernly to get some medicine.
So you'll be going to Nachka's birthday party too, Shilonen? Oh, perfect! Then let's go together!
Oh, yeah, sure, but I didn't expect you to know Tlasoli too. She hasn't been coming to the tribe much lately, so how did you get a chance to talk with her? Oh, so that's how you met her. She even wants to use volcanic crystal as a forging material. Guess she's really pulling out all the stops for her daughter.
Aber wir haben keine Ahnung, was ihr gefallen könnte.
Then let's just go and ask. Come on, I want to give her the book anyway.
Huh? Wait a second. Aren't birthday gifts supposed to be a surprise? If we ask Nachka, then she'll know what gift we'll be giving her. And
But if you don't ask her, then how will you know what kind of present she would like?
Wo sie recht hat, hat sie recht.
Here's another idea. Perhaps you can also give her a storybook based on what she wrote in her letter. That might be a good option.
Das ist einfach, ich habe davon jede Menge in meinen Taschen.
but shouldn't we give it a little more thought? If we all give her books, it might seem like we didn't put much effort into it. Shilonen, have you really never asked her what she would like the most? There must be something else she'd like besides books.
Brauche die Bücher aber nicht.
Unfortunately, no. Nachka's illness has kept flaring up over the past few years. Apparently, she couldn't do anything during that time other than rest in bed. She didn't even have the strength to talk to anyone. It wasn't until recently that she started to recover from her illness and regained strength to write letters to others. Anyway, there's no need to overthink it. Worst case scenario, I can split the book into 2 volumes and we can each give her one.
Ist es besser, wenn wir Nicker fragen?
Yeah, even though it would ruin the surprise, we could at least get her something that would make her happy. Anyway, could you tell us a bit more about the book that you're getting her? Is it really that unpopular?
Well, it's a little difficult to explain. You see, there are actually 2 versions of To Kill the Brave. The premise of the book is pretty straightforward. It's basically about a set of twin brothers working to defeat a demon lord. But after defeating the demon lord, the older brother, To Kill, discovers that the king's spirit has possessed his younger brother, Rimak. In the ending of the original story, the older brother kills his younger brother to defeat the demon lord, before jumping into a volcano.
Etwas veraltete Kopie von gebildet habe. Ja gut. Textmäßig, diese Geschichte stammt aus einer längst vergangenen, tristen Zeit, als die Gebirge ihren schroffen Reißzähnen zeigen, hungrig nach den Seelen der Einfältigen, der menschlichen und nichtmenschlichen gleichermaßen. Die Menschen wussten, dass die Götter der Berge ihnen nicht wohlgesinnt waren, die Abstand halten mussten. Doch die Stürme der Wildnis zwangen sie, Schutz in den Höhlen zu suchen und die endlosen Nächte zu überstehen. Aber wie die Berge forderten auch die Höhlen ihren Preis. Und dann wanderten unzählige Stämme irrten getrieben durch die Einöde und trauerten um ihre Liebsten. In einem dieser Stämme wurden der mutige Quill und sein gutherziger Bruder Rima geboren. In einer Stunde der Geburt lag die finstere, unruhige Nacht über der Höhle und dem Land, und das flackernde Feuer des Stammes Leute spendete den Menschen keinen Trost mit seinen Schreien. Da dachten die Leute, bald wird dieses Feuer erlöschen, und wenn es soweit ist, wird auch unser Ende kommen. Wie lange wird die Nacht noch dauern? Mir ist kalt und ich habe Hunger. Möge es bald soweit sein. Lasst mich in die Nacht schreiten, besser als dieses Elend zu ertragen. O arme Kindlein, arme Kindlein. Doch die Quill und Rimak verkündeten ihre Ankunft nicht mit klagendem Wehgeschrei wie andere Kinder. Die Quill riss die Augen auf und starrte in die Tiefe der Höhle. Klauen und Fänge in der Höhle wollten ihn schrecken, doch sein Blick fuhr wie ein scharfer Grat durch sie hindurch. Er hat unsere Klauen und Reißzähne gesehen, aber er fürchtet sich nicht. Die bösartigen Kreaturen raunten beunruhigt miteinander und zogen unwillkürlich ihre Klauen und Zähne zurück. Rimak aber schwang die Arme und lachte glucksend, und sein Lachen glich dabei dem Spiel von Kieseln im Bach. Da zog er die Blicke der verunsicherten Stammesangehörigen auf sein grinsendes Gesicht. Da sahen sie, dass der Feuer, ob schon es flackerte, nie erlosch. Und Rimak schlug weiter mit den Händen fröhlich auf die Holzscheite neben. Entfach die Flammen. Der greisende Stammeshäuptling durch den Ruf des neugeborenen Kindes ermahnt, erhob seine Stimme und verjagte damit die Angst, die den Stamm zu verschlingen drohte. Da hoben sich die Menschen, legten Holz in die Flammen, zogen ihre Ozean klingen wie die Quill, wandten sie ihren Blick in die Tiefe der Höhle. Die Kreaturen der Höhle knurrten vor Zorn und Groll, doch sie erkannten, dass diese Menschen weder die Klinge loslassen noch die Augen senken würden. Ihre Furcht war gebannt, der Tod musste weichen. Erst mit dem Aufgang der Morgensonne entschlossen die Brüder, die Augen und schliefen an der Brust ihrer Mutter ein. Die Stammesleute verließen die Höhle froh darüber, einen weiteren Tag überlebt zu haben. Und eben jene, die die Furcht gebannt hatten, wird noch viele, ja unzählige Tage leben. Doch der Rückzug der bösartigen Kreaturen erregte die Aufmerksamkeit ihrer Gebieterin Kotliku. Der Name, der Name, den die Dämonenkönigin Kotliku sich selbst gegeben hatte, war der Mutter der Unterwelt und Herrin der unzähligen Höhlen. Ihre Zähne waren die Stalaktiten des Gesteins. Ihr Atem war das nasskalte Wind. Immer wenn sie erwachte, musste sie tausende Seelen verschlingen, um ihren Hunger zu stillen. Die Quill und Rimak waren die ersten, die ihren Klauen entrinnen konnte. Gekränkt wirkte die Erdmutter mit der Hand und ließ Steine auf ihre bösen Kreaturen niederprasseln, die sich zur Seite duckten. Los, los, büßt für eure schändliche Niederlage, bringt mir die törichten Menschen, damit ich meinen unersättlichen Bauch fülle. Doch die Menschen, die den Sieg über ihre eigenen Angst gesehen hatten, erinnerte sich stets daran, wie man die Angst in die Flucht schlagen konnte. Sie errichteten ihr Lager am Fuß des Berges, spitzten Holzpfähle und entzündeten ein Feuer. Ihre tapfersten Krieger standen mit geschärften Klingen hinter den Pfählen und ließen ihre wasseren Blicke nicht einmal von wilden Land jenseits der Flammen ab. Moin, moin, so weit, so gut. Und selber? Durch Schwert und Flammen in die Knie gezwungen, erlitten Kreaturen Niederlage und nie um Niederlage, bis sie im Dunkel zurückzogen und nicht mehr in Schein der Flammen vorwagten. In den Herzen der Menschen flammte Hoffnung auf. Sie sprachen von Sieg, Licht und der Ende der giftigen Schlange. Fest überzeugt waren sie, dass die Quill und Rimak das Licht und die Glut bewahren würden. Wie lange geht das nicht? Alles gut,
I
hört man
remember
noch
there was
ganz
one
gut.
line that was
Dann
super
gern.
popular at the time. If I still remember right, after being possessed by the goddess Coatlicue, Rimak said, I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit. Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left.
Ja, und was ist mit der anderen Geschichte?
The other version was released only recently. The author heard a suggestion from someone and suddenly decided to try and make a stake in the fairy tale market, so the story was revised.
Ist das so gesehen dann die friedliche Fassung oder wie?
In the revised version, the brothers killed the demon lord together and both survived. According to the author, this gave the story a happy ever after kind of ending.
Echt gefährlich, wenn du so viel liest und ich dabei auf den Sofa liege.
However, the revised version was not well received. After a month on the market, it had hardly sold any copies and the books were collecting dust on the store shelves.
Also zumindest hier so Bucherzähler wollte ich ja gar nicht werden, aber ja.
The store owners desperately tried to get rid of the book and have resorted to all sorts of promotions and discounts to sell it.
Vor allem, das
Even
war ja
now,
noch
the only
niemals zu
edition
Ende
of To Kill the
eigentlich.
Brave you can find in the market is the newer one, whereas the older edition is nearly impossible to find.
Der Genshin spiele ich seit Anfang an.
Anyway, I couldn't bring myself to give such a poorly rated book to Nichka, so I spent a few days looking and managed to find a few copies of the old edition in a warehouse. I picked out a copy that looked relatively new and wrapped it up as a present for Nichka. If you're interested, I can give you this extra copy to read. The pages are pretty old though, so please be gentle with it. Oh, and here's a copy of the newer edition too. They gave me a free copy when I went to buy some chocolatl.
So that's how they're trying to sell off the book. Could it really be that bad? Even Paimon's curious now.
Die kannst du mir vorlesen, während wir unterwegs sind, Paimon.
Okay, but you'll have to carry Paimon for a while. Once Paimon's done reading it herself, she'll read it out for you.
Muss ich es wenigstens nicht lesen.
Let's get going. Soli lives pretty far from the tribe, so it'll take us some time to get there.
Gacha-Spiele habe ich zwar andere schon mir angeschaut, aber Genshin ist das Einzige, was ich hier wirklich so spiele, aktiv. Melodiöser Gesang. Sehr schön. Direkt noch 2 Bücher da bekommen. Das ist eigentlich leichter. Eine Truhe. Eine Truhe übersehen. Gut, ich habe noch keine 100%.
Let's do this then!
There is no escape. Now you shall perish.
Allow me.
Wind strike!
Verstehst nicht. Das dann.
Brings a smile to my face. I follow the
Genshin
wind.
spiele ich halt seit Anfang an. Bin ja so gesehen. Andere Gacha-Games spiele ich halt aktuell.
Time to go.
Ich habe mir zwar ein paar angeschaut, aber es hat mich nicht gereizt.
Go on now, Yengu. Nachika is still resting.
So.
Hey, Twasoli, we're here.
Oh, what a surprise. And even Shilonen is here too.
Wir sind gekommen, um Neckar zu besuchen.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen you, Auntie. I received Nachika's letter. She wanted a copy of To Kill the Brave, right? Well, I've brought the book for her. There are several editions of the book in Natlan, and I wasn't sure which version she'd prefer.
Einmal macht Blödsinn.
I asked a messenger from the Scions of the Canopy. It seems this softcover edition is one of the most popular options, so I brought it for Nachika.
You haven't changed a bit, Shilonen. Let's go inside. I was just boiling some chocolatl, so you can all try some.
Heimer wird definitiv bleiben, wenn es was zu essen gibt.
Shilonen used to love drinking chocolatl. When she was little, she would always have several cups every time she came to visit me. You were already a big girl by the time I finally had my Nachika. Alright, for now let's... Oh,
Hat sie.
Oh, Auntie, let's go inside. Traveler, please help me get her into the house.
Sicher gern.
Oh, Paimon will help too. Be good, Yengu, and don't get in the way.
All right, let's get indoors. Watch your step, Auntie.
Da rein können hätte ich jetzt nicht erwartet.
sorry. Nachika's illness has been flaring up recently, so I was up for a few nights. I suddenly started to feel dizzy in the sun. I hope I didn't scare you. Have a seat. I'll fetch you a few cups of chocolatl. Please wait a moment.
Oh, I've already brought them over. This cup's for you, Auntie. And these are for you, too.
Chocolatl? What does it taste like? Paimon's heard that it can be pretty bitter. Traveler, could you give it a try first?
Natürlich probieren wir halt zuerst.
Oh, don't worry. Auntie always adds a lot of sugar. It won't be bitter.
The last time you came to visit, you were still just a kid. But now you're a pillar of the children of echoes. No, of all Natlan even.
Oh, well, it's all thanks to the drinks I had here and the books I happen to read.
Wir sind ja also schon lange befreundet.
We heard that you two are from the same tribe, but Paimon had no idea you were so close.
When I was little, my parents were always talking about how skilled Auntie was at forging ancient names and how she was a good role model for the rest of us. The moment I became idle at home, they would toss me into Auntie's workshop to watch and learn.
Then I would have your parents go back, boil you a pot of chocolatl, and let you play in the house.
Yeah, and then I would drink and listen to you banging away with your tools in the workshop. But eventually, she moved out of the tribe to find some more space, and I didn't have the chance to visit again after that.
But why did you seem so familiar with the place when you went to the kitchen for the drinks just now?
Because the layout of this place is identical to her old house. Let me see. Yeah, that should be Nechka's bedroom then.
That's right. I remember you used to hunker down in the room to read and draw. But you're all grown up now. Even if you wanted to live here, I'm afraid you've already outgrown Nechka's bed.
Ihr beide wirkt, als wärt ihr eine Familie.
That's how Nechka sees Shilonen too. Whenever she's feeling better, she always asks me when her pen pal sister will be coming to visit.
Well, yeah, I'm here now, and even brought a gift as an apology. I'll leave the book here.
You said Nechka asked you for the book? I hope it wasn't too much trouble to get. Really, I'm surprised that she even asked you for a present. When she's at home, she'd even ask me for permission to eat some snacks. Maybe I've been too strict with her. She's obviously starting to like her big sister more than her own mother.
Oh, really? Well, I'd say I really haven't done enough to deserve the title of Big Sister. Yeah, I wasn't able to help her when she was sick, and I didn't even come and visit her that many times. Well, the only thing I have been able to do is to help her find some books.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Shilonen. You have great responsibilities as the name engraver of the tribe. We both know you are far too busy to take care of her. The responsibilities on your shoulders also became far heavier when I gave up on my work.
You just had more important things to tend to, Auntie. No one in the tribe blames you. We all know that Nechka needs her mother's care.
But that doesn't change the fact that I gave up on my work. And even now, I still have not found the courage to pick up my hammer again. I'm sorry to leave you to shoulder all the responsibilities alone, Shilonen.
Oh.
Ooh, why so somber all of a sudden? Don't be so sad, everyone. Hasn't Nechka gotten better lately?
Oh, relax, Auntie. I can handle the work. But once Nechka is back on her feet, you should get back to work and let me have a vacation. You'll be the one who's busy then, and I'll be sitting at the side drinking chocolatl and cheering you on.
If that day really comes, you can have as much chocolatl as you like.
Ist jetzt schon wirklich so ernst?
If you asked me before, I wouldn't have even been able to talk about it. But now that she is gradually recovering, I've also gained some courage to face what happened back then. Nechka's illness actually originates from the abyss. That night, I was in the tribe, having a discussion over the forging of new ancient names. Before we could finish our discussion, the alarm started to ring outside. A horde of monsters from the abyss suddenly attacked the tribe, so everyone banded together to fight them off. I joined the fray as well, and it wasn't until the monsters were repelled that I got back home with some guards from the tribe. But Nechka was gone. I can't remember how long I spent searching for her. Maybe for 2 or 3 days. In the end, we found Nechka at the bottom of a short cliff. She was holding a dried up embercore flower in her hand, and there were traces of abyssal corruption around her wounds. I know. It was all my fault. Before the incident, Nechka had asked if I could forge an ancient name for her. Work was busy at the time, so I told her that if she could find an embercore flower, I would use it as material to forge her an ancient name. Oh, Nechka, my daughter, my Nechka. I was holding her in my arms, but no matter how many times I called her name, she wouldn't open her eyes and look at me. I was the one who decided to move my workshop to the outskirts of our tribe for work, and I was the one who left her home alone. Oh, my daughter, my Nechka. Why do you have to suffer like this?
Whoa, hey! It's okay, right? Nechka's getting better.
Ich mach zumindest hoffen.
She already has the strength to write letters now, doesn't she? Well, Shilonen has even brought her a gift.
Mir wird schon alles wieder gut.
Sorry. I just can't control myself whenever I remember that time. Phew. All right. It's not every day that we get guests. I really shouldn't be crying like this. I asked someone to buy some ingredients for me. So, why don't you stay for dinner tonight? I'll make some shrimp bisque, grilled fish and mint sauce, and tower tacos.
We'll help. That sounds like a lot to make, and we don't want you to tire yourself out.
Ich würde gerne meine Kochkünste zeigen.
Thank you both, but don't worry. It's just a few dishes. I'll be fine. You three just need to make sure everything gets eaten up. I can't eat a lot at this age.
Oh, we haven't had anything to eat yet, so don't worry. We'll make sure there are no leftovers.
Ich schaffe auch locker einen ganzen Fisch.
Ah, it just occurred to me that Shilonen likes to eat cheesy crab hot pot. Why don't I make that instead of the grilled fish and mint sauce? I remember you don't like picking out fish bones.
Nah, both are fine with me. I've learned to just chew up the fish bones now.
Oh, come on now. If you don't want to pick out the bones, I can just take them out for you. Anyway, for dessert, would you like a cup of grain fruit or chocolate?
Cup of grain fruit.
Schokolade.
How about a cup of green fruit mixed with chocolate?
Okay, got it. I'll go start cooking, but could you do me a favor in the meantime? I ordered a bunch of ingredients, and they should be here any minute now. Would you go check by the door and see if they were already here? If so, please bring them in. Come on, Shilonen. Stop lying around. You shouldn't nap before dinner. It'll ruin your appetite.
Hey, I'm not a kid anymore, you know. You don't have to worry about my appetite.
That's beside the point. If you don't watch out for your health while you're still young, then when you get older, you'll...
All right. I'm getting up.
We'll go check on the ingredients with Shilonen. It isn't far, so it shouldn't take us long.
That kid.
Dann helfen wir mal bei den ganzen Zutaten. Auch Zutaten so gesehen.
No one's come to deliver the ingredients yet. Paimon thought we'd see someone come flying down on a Yunkasaur as soon as we came out.
A messenger from the Scions of the Canopy wouldn't be flying here. They usually come climbing down the cliffs nearby. No need to look. There isn't anyone on the cliffs.
Sollen wir dann noch weitergehen?
I just saw a ghost.
passiert?
Hey, you there! Sorry, but does Tlisoli live around here?
Oh, are you the one who's supposed to deliver the ingredients?
Ist hier keine Zutat?
Ingredients? Are you kidding? I was nearly eating myself! Never mind that now. Those monsters are still hot on my heels. Please, you've got to help me!
Shilonen,
noch nicht.
where'd she go? Whoa, she's already gone up to fight the monsters? Let's go help her out!
Sie sehen doch nicht gefährlich aus. Die wollen auch kuscheln.
Ways to the wicked!
Schön, dass man die Leute hier ausprobieren kann, aber ich habe eigentlich ein gutes Ziel.
Bring it!
As one with wind and cloud, wind strider.
Hold the line!
Torn to oblivion! Hear the echoes of the valley!
All right, that should be it for the monsters. Yeah, was easier than I thought. Oh, it also seems we're in good luck. The goods weren't damaged either.
Strange, we didn't see any monsters on the way here.
Das wird Pech gehabt haben.
Yeah, right. I use this road to deliver goods all the time, and I've never been attacked like
Hallöchen.
this before. It's the main road in and out of the tribe, so people often come here to clear out any monsters.
Guten
This
Morgen.
area is usually very safe. I don't know what happened, but it seems like all the monsters around here have gone berserk. Even the docile Tepetlosaurs are in a frenzy. Tlisoli doesn't even forge ancient names anymore, so why can't she just move back to the tribe? If she comes back, Nechka will even be able to find some playmates. She's so young and hasn't even... Nechka's playmates. No, wait, I feel like my kids have played with her before. They've even told me about Nechka's favorite game. If I remember right, it was... Strange. I always remembered it before. How could I forget all of a sudden?
Ja, der ist ein bisschen Gedächtnisverlust. Oder wie?
Look at that! He has a blaze gem inscription too!
Also am Glück kann es nicht liegen.
You should go back to the tribe. It seems like you had quite the scare today. We'll take the ingredients back for you. I'll carry these bags, and you two can carry the rest.
Paimon hilft auch mit.
Oh, sure. Pyra can take care of these grapefruit that fell out of the bag.
If you say so. Thank you so much. I guess today's just a really bad day for me to go outside.
That's so weird. Why is everyone we run into today having trouble remembering stuff?
Und alle tragen diese Kristallinschrift bei sich.
That's not sure how to say it, but she's got a strange feeling about this. Like it's all somehow related.
Genau, den Gedanken
Once you
hatte ich
live
auch.
long enough, you'll eventually start experiencing strange days like this. Let's bring the ingredients back. Otherwise, we won't have anything to eat tonight.
Let me do this then.
Shine down!
Estland ist Ruhe. Also ich war jedes Mal da irgendwie mit einer Quest wahrscheinlich.
Kontinent of the Deep.
Clouds high, the birds fall. Wind strider.
Guess you are qualified after all.
Brings a smile to my face.
Rezeptkarten haben wir jetzt genug. Rezept Schokolade. Sehr schön. Jetzt machen wir unsere eigene Schokolade.
Ah, you're finally back. What took you so long? I was starting to worry.
Oh, yeah, we ran into some small problems, but everything's fine now.
All right. As long as everything's okay now. You all have a seat. I'll get the food ready. It won't take.
Das Essen direkt fertig ist, umso besser.
Whoa, there's so much tasty food! You're amazing, Tlasoli!
They were all pretty simple dishes to make. Don't be shy. Dig in, everyone.
Nicht auf den Tisch fliegen, Palmer.
But Paimon can't reach that dish! Could you give Paimon some? Come on!
Ooh, yeah. Can I get another serving, please?
You're done already? Do you even chew when you're eating?
Of course. Didn't I say that I chew up the fish bones? I'll have just one more fish and leave the rest for Nechka.
It's okay. Just go ahead and eat all you'd like. Nechka can't eat these dishes anyway. Her body is too weak to digest these kinds of things. I'll just make some broth for her.
Oh no, but Paimon thought she'd already recovered from her illness.
Injuries caused by the abyss cannot be undone. The doctor said the fact that she's stable is already quite a miracle. But it's okay. Nechka can talk to me now and can even hold my hand. That's more than I could ask for.
Vielleicht müssen wir immer Hand anlegen.
Even if she will never again know that I am her mother.
What do you mean?
The doctor said the abyss has had an irreversible effect on Nechka's soul. She's lost all her memories from before she was injured. The doctor also said this sort of memory loss isn't like simply forgetting something. Rather, she can no longer remember anything from before that fateful day.
Huh? But how does that happen?
You know about the woven scrolls that the Masters of the Night Wind use to record things, right?
Müsste
Well,
bei vielen passiert
generally
sein.
speaking, forgetting things is like when the woven scrolls would gradually start to fade. As long as you repaint and weave the threads again, the faded memories will come back to life. But the case of Nechka's memory loss is as if her woven scroll had been cut in two, and the portion of the past was burnt to ashes. The books she loved to read, the flowers she took joy to grow, and the time she spent in this house were all cut off by the abyss, and can never be retrieved again. As one example of that, Nechka now only sees me as a strange, unfamiliar auntie who claims to be her mother. She's a good kid, and doesn't want to upset this lady who's been taking care of her so much, so she still calls me Mom. But I've always had a feeling that she's constantly wondering about things like, where is her real mother? Why is she stuck here in this house? Was she abandoned? Nechka really has no idea that her real mother is right in front of her, and has never left.
So you plan on recreating Nechka's woven scroll all by yourself?
What do you mean?
Or should I say, you've already started reweaving that scroll long ago?
Eine Glückskristall-Inschrift.
The delivery guys. I saw it hanging from his waist, so I asked to borrow it from him. Don't worry, I'll return the inscription to him once we've figured everything out. These things aren't cheap, after all.
When did you know?
Yeah, Yeah, I noticed it back when blaze gem inscriptions suddenly became popular among the tribe. It was then that I also noticed that everyone wearing blaze gem inscriptions had varying degrees of memory loss. Traveler, you've picked up on it too, haven't you?
Die vollen Erinnerungen von allen.
Accessories made using ancient names forging techniques. Huh. For what's only supposed to be a pretty souvenir, this inscription contains a phlogiston engraving with a truly overkill level of complexity. The shapes and patterns of these engravings are also identical to that of an ancient name. By making just a few slight adjustments to the layout and connections of the main pattern, you can pretty much qualify this blaze gem inscription as a bona fide ancient name. And yet, you've never told anyone about these engravings in the blaze gem inscriptions that can be activated at any time. Am I right, Auntie?
I knew you're a sharp one, Shilonen. That's right. I have a way to cure Nechka and restore all her memories. It's actually quite simple. I want to forge an ancient name for Nechka that contains all of her past memories.
Uff, das ist aber viel vor. Das vor, einen antiken Namen für Nietzsche zu schmieden.
And the reason they must be approved by the Wyeb is because the memories they bear are all stored within the ley lines. Extracting those memories from the ley lines requires the Wyeb's assistance. But your plan wouldn't need you to do any of that, right, Auntie? Your blaze gem inscriptions will help you complete that part of your plan in the ley line's place. You will use the inscriptions to form a massive memory bank for Nechka. And the ancient names you're trying to forge will be used to extract corresponding memories from the memory bank.
A memory bank? Wait, so the reason all those people were having trouble remembering stuff is because the blaze gem inscriptions took away any memories related to Nechka?
Wurde ihr Leben denn noch von anderen wahrgenommen?
Using other people's memories of Nechka to reconstruct her past? This is the first time I've heard of such an idea.
You've seen through my plans, Shilonen. You're as outstanding as ever. Far more brilliant than me. I intend to use this method to collate all the memories related to Nechka and allow her to regain her past again.
But wouldn't extracting memories like that hurt the person carrying the blaze gem inscription?
Not at all. Every time a blaze gem inscription extracts memories, the process is under my precise control. That way, there's no chance of anyone in the tribe getting hurt.
Er verliert nur Erinnerungen.
This is the central inscription that controls all the other blaze gem inscriptions, which will also soon serve as Nechka's ancient name.
You made all of this yourself, Tlasoli?
Auch wenn es kein offizieller antiker Name ist.
Yes, it was lots and lots of work. It was truly exhausting. Or perhaps I've just grown old. You saw it yourself. I nearly fainted just from being in the sun. I could collapse tomorrow, or even in the next few moments, but Nechka's ancient name is still far from completion. I've solved the issue of storing memories, but I still don't know how to connect Nechka up to this central inscription.
I've thought you just modify your own ancient name.
I considered it, but this matter doesn't have anything to do with my ancient name. It's of no help to me, and I don't need its help now.
You know the price to pay for making something like this.
Yes, I do. But as long as I can get my Nechka back, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Otherwise, Nechka won't have any chance of reclaiming her past once I'm dead and gone. She won't remember me, and she won't even remember why her name is Nechka. When that time comes, she'll be left to drift around the world all alone, unknowing of where she came from or where she should go. She is my daughter, the one to whom I gave the Nechka name. Whether it be as her mother or as a name engraver, I can't simply stand by and let her name disappear.
Shilonen?
Das ist selbst entscheiden, was sie tun will.
I'll take the central inscription with me. I'm going to completely disassemble it to confirm its components and uses, and I won't make any promises until I've checked everything. Say goodnight to Nechka for me, Auntie.
Oh, wait. I've also finished the inscriptions for the traveler in Paimon. Let me fetch them for you. I'm sorry it took me so long to finish them.
Hold on, Auntie. The traveler and Paimon have never met Nechka before, so you can't draw any memories from them.
That wasn't my intention. They're just ordinary gifts. Please, take them.
What was that noise?
Nechka must have woken up and wants to get out of bed on her own. Sorry, I'll go check on her first. Nechka, don't try to get out of bed. Just tell Mom if you need anything.
You go ahead and take care of Nechka, Auntie. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon. There are a few things I want to tell you.
Ein paar Dinge? Da gibt es, glaube ich, für ganz viel zu sagen.
Let's head back to the tribe first. There are some things I need to get from my workshop. Disassembling the central inscription? It's not going to be easy.
Das ist wieder unten. Was ist dann noch erwartet? Oder nicht erwartet?